Alright, morning guys, check out that view, absolutely amazing. Beautiful morning. Probably should have brought the Spartan out, the water's just so calm today, unbelievable. But what I'm planning on doing just now is having a wee fly around here with my drone, my DJI Mavic Air. I've got a new phone, I want to kind of test it out on it, so instead of doing a car video this morning I thought I'd do something a bit different, because obviously after that XTR I've had a couple of mishaps recently. I'm just got a little bit of work to do to some of my cars, and I wanted to just do something a bit relaxing this morning as opposed to worrying about something breaking or that kind of stuff. So yeah, we'll get the drone out just now, have a wee fly over here. What I'm hoping to try and do is see how far I can get up to that island in the middle. So you can't actually access it other than on boat. It was originally like a military base for the wars, and it was to protect the bridges. I think that was the main intentions for it. Also up this coast there's a lot of like gun turrets and things in the trees and a lot of bits hidden, so there's quite a lot of strange little bits in this area. But anyway, enough talking, we'll get the drone up and I'll be back with you in a second. There we go, going up in the air.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
What's going on here? Right. So I'm going to record this in 4K today, just for something different. I usually do 1080 for quicker uploads, but because it's a nice day, I kind of want to get some nice footage done, so I'm actually in sports mode just now, so we'll slow it down a bit. Is that calibration right? Felt like the drone wasn't going where I was actually intending it to go there. So as you can see, there's the Forth Rail Bridge, which pretty epic in size itself. That thing's way over 100-year-old, and it'll last a lot longer than any other bridges made around this area. They've got 3 bridges here. You've got the sort of middle road and the new motorway one at the other side, so it's a pretty main crossing point here. But this bridge will stand the test of time for sure. So what distance are we at just now? We're at 700 feet. I don't want to go too high or anything, I just purely want to see if I can get over to this island. Not sure it's going to happen. This Wi-Fi drone, it's not like when you've got your OcuSync and stuff, it's a little bit more awkward at times in different areas, and there is a lot of housing and things around this area, so I could get interference. What I've done is I've also turned my mobile data off, so we're having that off. That should help a good bit. That's us, what, 1,500 feet away, and 16 mile an hour. May as well get a wee look over here while we're here. So there's the 3 bridges I was telling you. You see the other ones behind it. The water's just like a mirror there, you can see that. You look down at it, it's quite amazing. Anyway, just try to see how far I can get out, because the Mavic Air, I usually use it for close stuff, to do with more like doing my movies for the channel, and that's why I picked it, because it's a really good movie drone, but distance isn't really its thing. So we'll see how it gets on. Seeing the island in the picture, I'm at 2,000 metres. Sorry, 2,000 feet, not 2,000 metres. That would be impressive. But and the speed we're going is, what am I just doing? Just doing 8 mile an hour just now, nice and slow. Might come up a little bit higher. I'll head over. Sorry for the wee pauses and talking, just I'm kind of not sure if I'm going to get any stuttering or breakage. So far it's looking nice and smooth. Hopefully you can see that, but if not, I have to take my word for it. And so I'm just going at a nice slow 12 mile an hour just now, so getting a little warning about distance there, just saying to keep, make sure my antennas are up. So we'll get a little bit of weak signal come in. So we're at 2,800 feet. Saying strong interference, but although it's saying strong interference, I'm still getting quite a nice sort of view on the screen. So we'll just go up a tad higher, that might help. Like I say, I'm only sitting 50 feet off the water there, so get a wee look at the island just now. It's a place I've always wanted to go on a boat. I've never actually done it yet. I've been to the islands along in the Forth. If you have a look over here, you'll probably see them. But behind all the boats and things way up in the distance, there's a few islands up there. I've been on one or two of them, but this one here has always interested me since I was a kid. Just something cool about it. Supposedly it's super infested with rats, which I would imagine would be the case just with the location. But yeah, we'll start heading towards it a bit more. And as you can hear the train come in, or you probably see it on the screen before I've actually noticed it. There we go, we're at the island now, so still getting a really good signal here. Don't want to speak too soon on that though, so don't know what that beeping was. Maybe the sensors with the birds going round me. That's what it probably is. The seagulls probably going near my drone. Hopefully they'll not knock it out the air. But I'll try and get a good look at this. I had that before once, so there's a place in Lithgow looking at a castle. Had a few close calls with birds trying to dive bomb my drone. It was pretty scary. Right, so we're at 3,400 feet. So, nice and slow, signal still looking fantastic. When you look over it, it's a fair distance. I mean, quite impressed I've got there. I wasn't never sure if the Mavic Air could do this. It's something I've always wanted to test, but I've always wanted to wait on the right day to do it and get here nice and early before a lot of people are doing walks and things, because it's quite a really busy little area, this. But you can see all the old turret bits and buildings, and we look over this direction. See, this has been abandoned for a long time. So we're at 3,600 feet. I'd go down lower to have a better look close down, but I think these birds are really going to knock me out the sky. And 3,700 feet now, so I'm not sure what that is in actual distance, but that's us made it anyway. So I've got 65% battery. The signal still seems fairly good. Maybe a little bit of stutter. But what I want to do is I'll probably come back with this battery in a wee second. Have a look at the bridge over there. Might take a couple of pictures while I'm here actually. I think my signal's breaking just a tad, so it's close to 3,800 foot there that I've got. I'm going to check on my map where I am. Yeah, head back out a bit. What I'm going to do, I'm going to come back out, take a couple of pictures. Just zoom back to myself a little bit there. Obviously over the water as well. I don't want to risk any low battery here because I'll not be getting that drone back, that's for sure. Right, I'm going to sit down a bit so the sun's out my eyes. I'm going to spin it back round again. So look down at the island. And what I'll do is I'll just burrow back home, and I've got 50% battery, so it should be enough, or 56%, but like I said, I don't want to take any chances. I just want to get this thing back, so we'll just come, not in sports mode, we'll just come back at a reasonable pace. I'll bring the drone a little bit lower too. I'm at 250 feet there, so put it down to 200. So even at the heights, that gives you a scale of how big that bridge is. And on the map I should be right in line to just come back to my cell. What I'll do, I'll bring the drone down to 100 feet just so it's easier for coming in here with the trees. And in normal mode we're sitting about 17 mile an hour just now, so nice steady flight. No hero stuff going on here just now, just a nice safe steady little flight home. I think I hear another train coming also. But what a beautiful day, guys, honestly. It's just so nice for everything. I've got a lot of things to do later on today, but I might possibly go out and do this again later on in this evening somewhere else, take the drone out again, so just love this thing. Obviously it's getting on a bit older technology now compared to like the Mavic Air 2s, 2Ss, DJI FPVs and things, but for what I want, this drone's just absolutely perfect. You can hear the train, you see that coming over? There it is here on camera. And get the drone down a bit lower again, so what am I coming down to? Look at the water when I'm coming down. Look around. There we are coming in just now. Obviously that was line of sight the whole time. You guys know I never lost track of that at all. I'll bring it in for a little landing. So I'll stand back a bit because we see I'm standing on a wee cliff edge there, so don't want to be looking at my drone and fall off. And get last wee look out at the water with this battery. So we're at 36%, so I could have stayed out quite a little bit longer, but just being over water, it's not worth the risk. I mean, if the battery, something went wrong with it or anything, it's no return, no collecting it, should I say, if anything goes wrong. So yeah, that's a little drone flight which we'll bring in now, and hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to go home, take the kids to the BMX track now, and then get on with my stuff I've got to do in the house, etc. Got a gas pipe to fit for a new cooker that we've got, and TV to put on a wall, and I want to clear out my RC shed today as well, so it's an absolute mess. We'll get on with that. So there you go, you can see my pretty bald head. Let's have a look at me. Well, thanks for watching, guys. If you like that, please subscribe, and if you want more drone footage, let me know. If you don't, we'll get back to the RC cars soon. Catch you later.